Hey, hold on, I gotta close this. I totally gotta set some things right. I've said that there are two gods in the Bible. Here, sorry about that. I've said there are two gods in the Bible. There are. All truths are but half truths. And all roads lead to the same place. This place is so freaking amazing. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Each and every one of you. I just want to say that there are no evil gods. There are negative polarities that on the bottom of the wheel that it's just what they are. There's only the one. There's a place of love that we can choose. There's a God of light, of love, the creator that created it all, that emanates forth, man. If he's the what happens when you stand in front of a light? Well, if God's the light, there's no darkness in him, and he is only light. If we are that darkness, and unless we overcome that darkness, we will remain that darkness. But if you can manage to become a reflection of that light in this world, you'll change this world around you. You'll change the very world inside you and then around you. You want to stop hurting? It's the way you got to go about it. It's through it. Not around it, not over it, not under it, but through it. Yeah. There's no evil in this world. Not a bit. Not a bit. Only us. We are that evil in this world. People are. Not the animals, not the trees, not the freaking rocks, not the guns, nothing. Not the pills, not the drugs. It's not anything. It's us that's evil. Because we do evil crap with it. That's what makes it evil. The choice to do evil things with it. It's like we allow these people in governments to run labs that create deadly viruses that get released by them, and then millions and billions die. We isolate, but that only slows it down. That it just makes it to where they can manage it, because it slows it down. That means that they're not overloaded with bodies and stuff. They can keep up with everything, and everybody gets a break. And here, we'll just make, how do we make this look good to them? You know what I mean? And then they come up with the solution. They bring in the solution. They present the problem. They bring in the solution. They're getting everything they want, and we're giving it to them. We've given up our power somewhere along the way, long ago. And unless we take it back from them, they're not going to give it up. What happens when you have power? You want to keep it. When you have control over your life, what happens? You want to keep it. Do you have control over your life? Really, honestly, can you do whatever the F you want and not tell it, not matter, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Or do you just have liberty to do what you would like if they allow you? If it's within their laws, within their parameters. Granted, the laws are set up in a way that, they do kind of keep a lot of bad things from happening. You know what I mean? Things could be way worse without law and order, without some form and fashion of obedience and a rod to keep everything in balance, right? So I'm not saying that law is a bad thing, and I always looked at it as, man, I hated the law. I felt that the laws needed to just be abolished, all of them, and we just, no, they serve a purpose, man, because people don't know how to be free without hurting themselves and hurting others. So I get it, but can't we teach each other how we want to be treated? And just, hey man, hey sis, hey, everybody, look, no, I don't want to be loved like that. That's not how I want to be treated. And if they don't want to oblige you, just go. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Hell yeah. But go. You should rather go and find happiness than stay with the demons that, you're never going to be happy, right? And a lot of us, you know what I found? I didn't even know how to be happy. So I get it. Like, so, we need to do something. These people hold our power to choose for ourselves. Wouldn't you at least like the choice to learn or to have the rules? When God gave everybody the choice when our ancestors came out of Egypt and out of the lands, man, we were all given the chance. Love or judgment. We chose an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth over love. That's what happened. We chose an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. We chose the law over love. And that's in its simplest form. But I mean, like, we chose that we are our parents. Our parents are our parents' parents. And you know what I mean? Yes, we change because we evolve over time as we reproduce, as animals reproduce one into the other. You know what I mean? They evolve, they change, don't they? That's evolution, right? But like spiritually, they were born once. They were created and then brought into form. They're a shared soul. We are a shared soul. We've been alive since the beginning within them. Back before. Within one, within the other. Like a Russian Trushka doll. Those little dolls that have a bunch of little other dolls inside, and you'd pull them out and they go bloop, 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 you know? I'm just being silly about it now, but I mean, like, seriously, that's what it is. That's what we are. We're all one inside the other, inside the other, inside the other, all the way back to the beginning. If we don't like it, it's up to us. It's ours. This is ours. Not any one person's. They don't have the rulership. They only have rulership because we allow them to rule. Things got to change. We should be educating one another. Hey, look, no, this is freedom. This is how you obtain freedom. We shouldn't be charging each other large ransoms for the truth. We've turned our Father's house into a den of thieves, ourselves. We've allowed others, wolves, to creep in and do it to us. Yes, they're preaching the truth in the churches. All of them have a piece of the truth. They've all taken a piece and rode their separate ways. All of the world has the truth. Bring it together. Seriously. We're all one. Bring it all together. It just came to everybody in their own culture. It's the same truth. We're all one. And no one holds power over another. That's an illusion. Because they can't choose for you. They can't make you. If they can make your body, but literally you would... You could never die. Energy can't die. You're a soul. Though your vessel can die, the body is mortal. The soul is eternal. I've heard that all my life, and you know what? I never understood it better than I do today. And it's only through taking the time to actually find God himself, man. Like, I don't know. I didn't find God. God found me. But I had to stop and find him too. I found as I moved toward him, or her, both actually, as I moved towards the source of all things, as I moved towards the light moved towards me. As I moved towards the darkness moved toward me. It was likewise in both fashions. That's real. And spiritual jail is real. Think about being in like a fog with your eyes blindfolded, your hands, you have your hands, you have your feet, but you're blindfolded. and your senses are numb. Seriously. They're dulled down, numbed, and you're wandering through this fog trying to find your way. That's prison. That is this world not knowing the truth. Not knowing who they are, the truth of who they are and what they are. But everybody, you have to choose this for yourself. Nobody can force it on you. And when it's your time, I know man, that's the one thing I never ever want to hear when I'm talking to somebody. It's, well, it's all in God's time. Dude, what? What kind of crap is that, dude? That's not helping me at all. What am I going to do with that, right? So it is all in God's time, but it's in your time when you choose it. That's what they mean when it's in God's time, because you choose it. And then there's a time that we have to go when there's probably not going to be very many, blessings in between it. It's a test, man. God wants to know our heart. He wants to know that we're really down for him. That's the honest to God truth. Like, they want to know that we're down. We're going to follow through. And they want to see it for a while because, look, this is only one lifetime. Based upon the lives of all your ancestors that have come before you, going back to the first. It's about all of that, all the way back. What if your parents, aunts and uncles? It's, well, parents and parents and parents and parents, all the way back. What has your family tree been doing on this earth? Because that's what it's judged upon. It's judged upon many lives. All the way back to the beginning. Where are you moving to? "10,000 may die, but we will remain." That's complete. That's everyone. Though everyone dies, we all remain. There's a physical meaning to it too, but that's just foolishness. Man, I don't know. Alright, that must be it, because now my ego's trying to just... Yep, that's it. Now my ego's just trying to decode things, so this video's over. But yes, that totally, man, it's what it is. This place is amazing. You're amazing. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Each and every one of you. I don't want anything from anybody. I just hope that everybody sees it. This world is beautiful. There are things worth living for, and some things do last forever. Like you. One day you'll see it. Everybody sees it at some point. Everybody is given the choice to see it. I did a video on balance. It's about mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health. And the four of those combined make a new being, make an etheric being, one connected with the source of all things. But you have to do it in your own way. It's a personal trip between you and the creator of all things, the one who created you and formed you in your mother's womb. It's a personal trip, just you and them. Okay? I say them because the source of all things is both male and female. They're amazing. But that's for you to discover. You can take my word for it at face value, but until you experience it for yourself, you'll never truly understand what I'm talking about. So take the time to go within. Go through the darkness. Dig it up. Let it out. Speak with the ones. Do it with compassion and love, knowing that they were wounded too. They're still wounded. If they hurt you, if anybody hurts you, it's because they were wounded as well. They didn't know. That's their program. You know what I mean? That's learned. That's learned behavior. They didn't know anything else. How could they possibly know? You know what I mean? How could anybody possibly know what, you know, what I was seeing because I wasn't telling them? You know what I mean? And I didn't. I assumed everybody else seen it too. But I see that, you know, not everybody sees what I see, and not everybody. Nobody's ever gonna have the same thought as me. Not ever. You know what I mean? Not exactly the same thought. Everybody has their own. Everything is given to you, your own. It's yours. Nobody else can see it for you. Nobody else can feel it for you. You are going to have your own, very own experience with all of it. This whole place, you, God, everything. It's about rediscovering every generation as you go. Rediscovering self, evolving, going higher, ever higher. The one passes down to the next. The program. Okay, so it can go positive too. Like, say we pass down this program of like, no man, of educating the youth on the truth of all things, the objective truth, and then let them build their subjective truth based upon that. That's a beautiful day. That's what I intend to do with my kids. Well, that's what we're already doing. And I only just hope it's God's will to continue it. That's what's up. If God wills it, man, that's what I'm doing. You know, and I think, man, if we just instill good, healthy values, teach our kids about emotional health and being emotionally literate, you know, mentally stable, mentally strong, you know, developed, you know, like exercising a body. You know, in order to get big old muscles, you got to exercise. I obviously didn't go exercise all the time. I went running and jogging and walking, but oh man, lifting weights, I was always a skinny dude. You know, just like, oh man, just wasn't always my thing. But there's a great need for it. So we work out our bodies. You know, we work out our minds. We work out our emotions. We work out our spiritual faith, working out your faith in earnest. Long suffering. So, you know what I mean? We work it all out. It's an exercise. It's a verb. They put a verb there. That word translates into a verb in the Greek and in Hebrew. And I guess in the Targums. But yeah, you know. Just seriously, you know, there's a positive side and a negative side. We've seen a lot of the negative side. Let's work on this positive stuff and instill some good, healthy values. I'm not cutting anybody down, saying that we're raising our kids in a negative way or bad way. I'm just saying that we could do better as a species. That's all. We are doing better and better every day, but it's also getting worse and worse, if we haven't noticed. So, you know, just let's do our part. Let's do our due diligence in our homes, with ourselves, with our temple, and then do our due diligence with those around us. Because if we're not good for ourselves, we're not going to be good for anybody else, especially our loved ones. And that's where it counts most, right? Because we love them. We want to be there for them. And we feel that reciprocated. Otherwise, we wouldn't be there, because love is a conditional thing for human beings. Very few know what unconditional agape love is. I barely know. I most days I don't. But I'll admit it. I'll be honest about it. But I'm willing to admit I don't know and just allow God to teach me. That's surrender is how I got here. I sat behind the rock like Wile E. Coyote and wheeled up the white flag like Mario. And then there were fireworks, man. I've never seen so many colors in this world. Man, this place is beautiful. I just want to show you guys how to see that beauty too. Yeah. Yeah. I think I want nothing more than to do that. But you know what? I gotta go. I literally have tons of stuff I gotta do still. But I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know. There's a lot of good knowledge in here, I guess, that they wanted to impart. The Spirit wanted to impart, I guess. I just, yeah. I hope everybody gets it. I hope you guys receive it well. Thanksgiving's coming up. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Go be with your families, sharing love, and, man, just really value that time. Take it all in. Love one another this year. It's been a really hard year. Lost a lot of people those last few years. Remember them. Set a place at the table for those who have come before you. Leave a spot open with a full plate and honor those who came before you. Honor those who couldn't make it to this point. Honor those who got us here to this point. Those who fell getting us here. You know what I mean? Those who loved us when we couldn't love ourselves. Those who love us, even though we're intolerable sometimes, just, man, those people that came before us that showed love, man, give it back. Honor those people. Without them, we wouldn't be here either. It's a group effort. Honor yourself, too. Don't forget that. Remember that you've done a great job getting yourself to where you're at. All of you. I'm sure these last few years have been no easy trip. Not for me anyway, but I know everybody I talk to, everybody's got a story, and their battle always seems harder than mine. And then there's those that you go, whoa, man, thank God I haven't gone through that. Wow, thank you for sparing me. You know what I mean? Like, we all, man, like everybody I meet, man, normally has a worse story than I do, I think. But, so, like, just remember, everybody out there's fighting a harder battle. And think about what they had to do to get there, you know what I mean? The sacrifices they had to make. And the program that they're dealing with while trying to do it. You know what I mean? It's not easy. You guys are so loved. Each and every one of you. Trust me. So loved. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And shoot, I'm sure I'll see you guys before Christmas. God bless you all, and may the resurrected Christ be made manifest within you today. Amen.